Right, we are live. Hey guys, how is it going? So, one anime season is finished and a new season is beginning. So, I've got notes directly below my camera, like a professional I am, to discuss the winter 2023 anime that I watched and I enjoyed, and the spring 2023 anime that I am looking forward to checking out. And then after that, there's other stuff that's been announced. It's been a busy week this last week for announcements and stuff. And also, let me know if you can hear the microphone. Like I've got the microphone a little bit further away than I normally would. But yeah, so interesting one. Winter 2023 was really good. I didn't watch a lot. I watched five. One of them, actually, two of them, which are still ongoing, but very fun nonetheless for what I was watching. First one that was very intriguing because when I read the comment section, it turned out it ended up being a prequel to the original series, which I've never watched, which was Trigun Stampede. Trigun Stampede was very enjoyable. A lot of fun. It was absolutely awesome. I loved it. The animation from Studio Orange was absolutely fantastic. The storytelling was great. The dark tones and the music and everything was absolutely fantastic. And Trigun Stampede was absolutely phenomenal. It was great. If you guys haven't watched Trigun Stampede, I highly recommend it. Like I've always said, I've not seen the original Trigun. It's made me want to because when I read the comment section again on Crunchyroll, people were saying that it did serve as a prequel to the original series, but it could potentially continue and do things differently. So, see how that goes. I guess that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Trigun Stampede. I've been recommending it to my friends and everything. Vash was boss. The whole thing with knives. The way those last couple of episodes were animated with the whole weird dimensional traversing thing they were doing was absolutely great. And you didn't need to have seen the original Trigun to get what was going on with it, which was quite interesting for me. Because, again, like I said, not seeing the original Trigun, but then certain characters are mentioned to be being introduced that apparently have something to do with the original track. That's the problem with reading the comments section for episodes. When you in Crunchyroll, they have that whole like spoiler thing blurred, and then if you click it, but it didn't really spoil anything for me straight away because yeah, Trigun Stampede did a good job of not like yeah. So apparently, Trigun Stampede serves as a really good prequel to the original Trigun, but can actually continue in a way that doesn't necessarily have to follow the original story. So that yeah, something I would highly recommend from the winter 2023 season. And another one, I'm not usually one to stay up to date with stuff, but My Hero Academia season 6 was great. I have not read the manga. I was at the time on season. I hadn't even watched season 5. I just blitzed through season 5 and then continued with season 6. And I gotta say, My Hero Academia season 5 was quite boring. I had a lot of moments where I was just like, I can't be bothered with this season. Season 5 of My Hero Academia was just like so lackluster. And then season 6 just all of a sudden just boom, we are on to it. We are action, we are story, we are emotion, we are throwing everything in there. And I really freaking enjoyed season 6 of My Hero Academia. The whole thing with Deku learning about his his one for all ability, and the whole thing with Shigaraki, and just so much happened in season 6 of My Hero Academia. It's just like I could talk about it for an hour, but I'm not going to. I'm trying very hard to just stick to my bullet points here. But if you guys got any questions or anything, just slam them in the comment section, and then I will address them. But My Hero Academia season 6 was so good, so good, and it just like it paid off a lot of things that happened in the previous seasons as well. Like I'm gonna go into spoilers, so I'm just throwing this out there now because I tend to leave this as a video that goes out after the fact as well. So like if you're watching this, I am gonna spoil a lot of stuff that I talk about. So just keep that in mind. But My Hero Academia season 6, mate, when Shigaraki has that whole thing where he's like locked away with the Nomus, and we've got no, there's too much. How do I? I should have made separate bullet points for just season 6 of My Hero Academia because so much happened. But when we learn about the Nomus and we learn about that, like certain characteristics of people are brought in, and you've got the sound teacher and the guy that takes away the powers, learning that one of their friends is basically mimicking. Well, one of the Nomus is mimicking his kind of personality. It's like, whoa, it's dead sad. Like I was just like, whoa, what's going on here? The doctor that make the Nomus, All for One using Shigaraki as a new like kind of way of like using his body. The One for All thing where Deku's talking to all the One for All previous owners. Everything, which is Boss Deku going out there trying to be his own like freelance superhero. All Might trying his best without any abilities to just be like Batman without the suit, basically, just drive around with the car, follow him, tell him. Everything was just so sick, so much destruction, so much annihilation. The world is gone to crap with My Hero Academia at the moment because of everything that's happened. And yeah, Shigaraki's backstory. We got Shigaraki's backstory in that season. We learned about what happened with him as a kid. Like that was something sad. That was I couldn't believe I was watching with that. Learning Shigaraki's backstory with his like where he killed his family. I didn't even mean to. That's nasty. And then no one would help him, and that's why he's like, heroes are shite. And you kind of get why he met when he met someone like All for One and they took him in and helped him, that he would just be like, all right, I'll help you. Get it. And then, mates, everything's set up now. We've got the number one superhero from America coming into Japan because All Might sent out, like, asking for everyone to come help. Mate, My Hero Academia season 6 was absolutely freaking boss. My Hero Academia season 6 was phenomenal. And I am looking forward to season 7 because they announced it at the end. That was absolutely boss. So, Trigun Stampede, My Hero Academia season 6, two of the absolute most awesome things I've watched of winter 2023. And the next thing that I don't think a lot of people have been talking about, but if you've not watched it, you should, because it's a really good story, really good storytelling, and nicely wrapped up within 12 episodes, is Revengers. Revengers seem to be taken as a joke from everyone from the beginning because of the name and what they do. So, like Gigok and Mother's Basement, everyone were like, you've got the Revengers taking revenge on people that need revenge for revenging things. And it is what they do. But the story within Revengers is absolutely really freaking cool. The characters are so enjoyable. They've all got such different personalities, and the way they interact with each other really is something for the way that they, like they got certain things that happen where they learn about certain stuff, and then they have to question their job and they have to question revenging at times, and it's like, because Revengers is 12 episodes of just a really freaking good story. If you didn't watch Revengers in winter 2023, that is one of my things I am going to be putting on my list of things at the end of the year for like what you should have watched. Azel Breck, hi, how's it doing? You're right, mate. Thank you for joining the stream, and let me know what you really enjoyed from winter 2023, because this is where the seasons start changing now. It gets quiet for a week, and then next week all the spring 2023 stuff's going to start coming in, and that's next few weeks we're going to have Gigok and Mother's Basement giving their videos out and like what everyone should be watching, what they recommend, everything like that. So I'm trying to cover what I enjoyed in winter 2023 and then what I'm looking forward to in spring. But Revengers is definitely something that I highly recommend from winter 2023. It was absolutely boss. The story is great. The animation as well. The animation was absolutely spot on. And just absolutely sick. And just a quick one, if you want to support the channel, super chats are highly appreciated, greatly appreciated. And if you want to support just through Patreon, links in the description, $1 a month, and I will put your name at the end of every video that I upload. But yeah, Revengers, boss. And then there's two more things that I was watching. One, I'll mention very briefly is Near Automata. I mentioned a few times that I wasn't a fan from the very first episode, but as it's gone on, Near Automata has been boss, and because they had like a 2 week break, I think it's something that's gonna carry over into the winter season. So you don't need to catch over. You still got time. Like with me, I've kind of like chilled on Near for a bit, even though it's boss. The animation in the first episode was abysmal in my opinion, but it really has got better as it's gone on. And there's like it's like eighth or ninth episode, so it's going to continue over into the spring season. So I am on hold of that. With the same with Finland Saga, the second season of Finland Saga, mate, has been so good. It's not as good as season one, but mate, I'm so glad it's still continuing over so I can keep watching it every week as I decide what I want to watch in spring 2023. Yeah, like seeing what happens to Thorfinn afterwards and seeing such different storytelling is absolutely awesome. What we got here? The best thing this season is Attack on Titan and Finland Saga season. Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, yeah. The final chapter, part one thingamajiggy of Attack on Titan. And hi, by the way, Mark. That Attack on Titan hour thing was incredible. I can't believe I didn't put it on my notes. That was, yeah, that's the best thing I've seen from winter 2023. The Attack on Titan final chapter, part one thing for the final. Amazing. But Finland Saga season 2 is absolutely kicking ass, and I'm loving it. And I love that it's just still. It's not the same. It's the same story. Obviously, it's continuing the same story, but the way it's portrayed is not as like action packed or like in your face or like it's just like. But it's still it's still intriguing with the way that we are still getting little bits and bobs of characters that we were introduced to in the first season in little ways, because Thorfinn's not directly involved with anyone anymore, but he's indirectly going to learn stuff through people as we go on, how they've continued. And yeah, Finland Saga season 2 for winter 23, it's still continuing, so I am happy for that. So Finland Saga and Nier Automata are carrying over. Trigun Stampede, My Hero Academia Season 6, and Revengers with basically the three that just wrapped up in that season that I just absolutely loved. Absolutely loved. And then we've got spring 2023 coming around. And my God, am I excited for some of these things. Are you excited for some of these things? Because I'm excited for some of these things. We got Dr. Stone, season 3. Yeah. I'm Dr. Stone. It's just boss. Dr. Stone, the anime, is great. It's absolutely boss. Like, you can't argue that. All right, okay. I believe you. I've heard a lot of. I say this. I say this every stream. Bungo Stray Dogs is on my list because it is. When I go into my Crunchyroll watch list, Bungo Stray Dogs season 1 is there for me to watch and check out, and I just haven't, but I will. 4 seasons shows that it is a decent show, so I am going to check out Bungo Stray Dogs at some point. But Dr. Stone season 3, I am so happy that it's back, man. Dr. Stone was so good. That last season ended on such a bloody good high note. I am happy to finally be at a chance to see where it continues. Because, interestingly enough, my ex, she was reading the Dr. Stone manga, and she said it was annoying because the anime just pretty much reprints all the info from the manga to the anime, and felt that it was more enjoyable watching the anime's way of portraying it, because you've got sound, you've got voices, you've got, the colors, than just the manga. So, yeah, Dr. Stone season 3, I think it's going to be absolutely boss. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's see how we go on this journey on the boats now. They're on the boats now, aren't they, on the Dr. Stone? Like season 3. Let's go. Hell's Paradise is in my notes. I've heard a lot of good things about Hell's Paradise. That is starting this season, so that is going to be added to my watch list as soon as it's available to add into my watch list. Slap a like on this video, by the way. Help share it around. Super chats are greatly appreciated. Just anything, even $1, boom. And Patreon, $1 a month down in the description. Get your name at the end of every video. So Dr. Stone season 3. Konosuba. is coming back. Not as I would like it to, but I still think it's going to be very, very enjoyable. So we have got Konosuba, an explosion in this magical world. So this seems to be a prequel series based on Megumin, who I think we can all agree is one of the most enjoyable characters within the Konosuba cast. She is absolutely boss. Whenever she is interacting with the main character, um, I'm terrible with names. She is just lovely. And we've had a slight glimpse into her backstory when they went to the school that she used to train at. And I think this is that. Hell's Paradise is made by Mappa. Oh, Studio Mappa are on it all day. So, yeah, that is going to be sick. Hell's Paradise. Boom. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. But let's also get this kind of super series. I am hoping that they're able to pull off the comedy that they do without Aqua and I can't remember the main guy's name, but I'm hoping they're able to pull off the same kind of comedic timing and jokes that they give us in the normal Konosuba series that they do with this Konosuba and explosion in this magical world. Very, very, very excited for this. I just want more Konosuba, man. Konosuba is one of the funniest isekai series out there, and to have it continuing in this form is absolutely boss. So I cannot wait for this new Konosuba prequel series. Going to be absolutely sick. And then a manga that I tried to start reading, but then, silly me, as soon as I read that there's an anime adaptation coming out, I was like, never mind, is Mashle, Magic, and Muscles. I read the first few couple of chapters, and then, yeah, I seen there was an anime adaptation coming out. I was like, I'm going to wait for the anime adaptation because it was funny, but I think it was timing. If I had have not seen there was an anime adaptation coming out, I would have just carried on reading the manga because it was very funny, very great. Basically, One Punch Man meets Harry Potter kind of thing. Is it? No, no, no. It's Black Clover meets Harry Potter. Actually, is the way you describe it. The guy is yeah. Don't you worry, Mark. The top five gator that's on my list of things to talk about because yeah, okay. But Mashle, Might and Muscles. I'm very excited for it. Looks good. Trailer looks good. I think it's going to be very entertaining. The first few chapters when I read it was good. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then literally next on my notes, Gundam Witch from Mercury. So I've only just started now watching it. I didn't watch it in the last season, but I've seen that the season was continuing. So I wanted to get on board with it. I wanted to just check it out, but as soon as I watched episode 0, I was like, whoa. And I have literally paused just before carrying on. Let me go into my Crunchyroll here. I am 18 minutes into the first episode of Gundam Witch from Mercury. So I want to try and keep watching it and then get up to date, and that'll be something I'll have finished watching by the time it finishes in spring 2023. It's very well animated. The story is very intriguing, and it's not CG with the robots. They seem drawn, and it looks beautiful. Looks great. It's absolutely fantastic. So Gundam Witch from Mercury is something else to be excited for spring 2023. And then I'll just put this down as a random one because this is something I completely dismissed after the first episode of the first season. But Birdie Wing, the underground golf mafia anime, has got a second season. And I was just like, what? But that's happening. So yeah, I might have to just because with Birdie, I thought it was so dumb that it'd be fun to watch with mates. So I was waiting to have my friends around, but I don't have any friends. No, it's just like everyone's too busy. No, I don't have friends. So yeah, I just never got around to it. So I might have to catch up with that as well just to see how that plays out because it just seems so stupid to me, that Birdie Wing thing, the golf mafia and that. But yeah, that's another one to potentially look out for spring. They're the only ones I put in my notes. I made sure to have 5 of each. from the author of Kaguya-sama. Oh, okay. So Kaguya-sama, I've only watched the first season of Kaguya-sama, so I'm behind on that as well. So like, bit annoying. But yeah, so that's my winter 2023 and spring 2023 notes for now. But then 2023 onwards, there's been a few announcements that have come out that have been or that have already been released that I'm excited for going forwards. First one being ReZero Season 3. Whoa. Whoa. Because there was such a break between ReZero Season 1 and ReZero Season 2 that like everyone was dead surprised and excited about it, to the point where the original creators of the show went, right, okay, to keep you excited for season 2, we're going to upload a director cut version of ReZero Season 1 every week. And so I am ReZero Season 3, boom. ReZero Season 2 was just something else. I wasn't expecting a lot. I don't know why. I think it's because I waited so long, and it was just, let's go, blown mind. But so we got season 3 of ReZero coming in. I can't wait to see how the story progresses with Subaru. And Rem's back now. And what's I can't remember the princess's name, but it's going to be really interesting to see how the story progresses now with that whole lot. Now they got that fixed from season 2. We've got Goblin Slayer season 2 announced, which is also good for Grimjack and the Smush Squad, because they've been waiting. They've been holding off on what to do with their abridgment series of Goblin Slayer because they wanted to do the movie, but then they didn't know how the second season was going to progress, and whether if they did the movie and what they did with the jokes and everything would bring any kind of continuity they could do within the series. So season 2 being announced lets them know that they can actually wait a little bit longer to see what progresses with that. That's cool. So Goblin Slayer season 2. Oh, that's going to be sick. And my personal favorite, and I know a lot of people aren't on board with this, but I absolutely loved Tower of God season 1. Tower of God season 1, perfect storytelling. Season 2 is happening this year, and I can't wait for Tower of God season 2 this year. I want to know what the freaking hell happens next. I want that bitch Rachel to just be like put in a place for being an absolute twat. If you didn't watch Tower of God season 1, you've got to, mate, because that is the ultimate betrayal at the end. I could not believe it, man. Could not believe it. Tower of God season 2 is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And yes, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 and Bleach Part 2 is coming out this summer. That is some exciting crap to look forward to. That's going to be awesome. Della's Part-Timer apparently has got more episodes coming. Japan's just awful at telling you what the season is called, because apparently it was like we've got season 2 of Della's Part-Timer coming out, but then it's like we've already had season 2. So do we have a second part of season 2 coming out, or is this just so I need to catch up because I think the whole world was like, we got a season 2 of Devil as a Part-Timer, let's go. And then like hardly even watched it. It was just the hype that we managed to get them to do it. But that is something I am going to catch up on. And then whenever we find out what the hell that is later in the year. Cool. And then My Hero Academia season 6 finished, announcing My Hero Academia season 7. And I'm very excited for that. Like they weren't going to, like they weren't going to have a season 7 of My Hero Academia. But I can't wait. It just season 5 was very boring, and then season 6 just went hype it up. Oh, they went plus ultra actually. So they went plus ultra and then some with season 6. Freaking loved it, man. Season 6 of My Hero Academia was something else. Season 7, I cannot wait to see what they do next. Is the manga still going for My Hero Academia? Like, it just seems like so much is happening now. It's like it has to be drawing to some sort of an ending with My Hero Academia. So that's me covering winter 2023, spring 2023, what I'm looking forward to, and then 2023 onwards at the moment. Obviously, as we go forwards, there'll be more things to talk about. But then I'm just going to quickly go over like I said, that this is going to be quite brief. If you guys want this stream to go on for longer, super chat donations will definitely make me want to do that with a question on what to talk about. And it can just be $1 or anything. But we're going to go over reactions that I want to do and then little bits and bobs because, yeah, it's the channel. So reactions I'm really enjoying at the moment are the Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z commentary videos for the abridgment. Loving them. Absolutely think they're boss. Doing one of them every other day at the moment, which you guys seem to be enjoying as well. But they have got a series that they did in 2020 before everything went crap, is Unabridged, which is a live action series that they were trying to pull off and get going. And then the pandemic happened, and I really enjoyed reacting to those in 2020. It was good to see the guys doing live action stuff and like pretending to be in the office and everything. That was a whole lot about our laughs. So when Unabridged happens, I will be checking that out. Totally Not Mark said he's going to be reviewing the Full Metal Alchemist manga, which is going to be cool because I've never read the manga, but I'm a huge fan of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood series, and the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is very more true to. Why did I not have this light on? I've done this again. Doesn't really help that much, but that does help. Wow, that's annoying. But yeah, he is going to be reviewing the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood manga throughout next month, and I'm going to be checking that out. That'd be cool. Mother's Basement said that he has got part 3 of the Anime Cult series coming out. Part 1 and 2 have been so funny. You know, if you've watched it, you know how good it is. You know how freaking good it is. So that is going to be absolutely sick. And then just a reminder that, like, I have an Etsy shop. I've been making t-shirts. I've been making hoodies. If you want to check them out and maybe buy one, links in the description. For every item I've listed, there's a UK and a US version, so that you're not paying too much on deliveries. That's something that I have just recently done. If you want to support the channel, the link to the Patreon is down below as well. If you donate $1 a month, your name gets the end, or gets put at the end of every video I upload. And I am setting up an eBay shop to sell all my random bits and bobs as well. Funko Pops like these, which if you're a Funko Pop collector, you'll know are worth a little bit, will be available. I'll be adding those every month. And yeah, like I said, if you want this to continue any further, super chat donations will be great. But otherwise, I've gone through all my list of notes. And if you haven't left a like on the video, leave one. It'll help share this video around after the fact. And I'm going to try and keep doing these every Monday around about the same time. I think I did this a little bit earlier this time, not 100% sure. But if you're watching this after the fact, leave comments in the comment section as well to let me know if you would have watched this if it was later. Yeah, so I can gauge the best time to be doing this for you guys. To be, yeah, because again, I've rescheduled videos around this as well. There should be another video out today after this as well. But yeah, so if we got no super chat donations, then I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments. Let me know what I should watch to discuss some videos. Check out my Etsy shop in the description. Check out the Patreon, $1 a month. Get your name at the end of every video. And yeah, I will see all you guys next Monday. But like I said, if the time is off, let me know in the comment section and I can rearrange and stuff. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. See you later.